So back at another episode. This episode I'm going to be working on this thing. So I plan to film a bit more on this one. The last episode I had a mate come around and give me a hand, so I'm still a bit funny with filming in front of friends, so I figured I'd throw the time lapse on a GoPro and lost it all. So this time I've got the trusty phone and shaky hand, the DSLR for time lapse stuff. Yeah, see how I go. So as we left this, everything removed off of it, but we've got all our gunk. So I just picked up some more silver. I've decided to paint it silver again. You'll see what happens with the rocker cover. I'm still not sure yet. But the plan is just to tackle everything just with the wire brush, get it all tidy again, and give it a lick, and some degreaser as well. Make it pretty. Not sure how well you're going to be able to see it, but before and then after. So it's a lot better. This stuff's pretty well baked on, so that can stay there, but it's just for the bulk of it. I mean, it is only an engine. Yeah. I'll do the other side. By then it might be dark. See how I go with the light. I'm only working out of that one light at the moment, so until I get a new shed, one day. Anyway, see how we go. Not sure how, not sure how good you're going to be able to see any of this, but this is pretty well after. The best I can kind of get it in the dark. This is a lot more baked on this side because we've also got the exhaust here as well, so it's pretty hot on over this end. But something I did notice, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. There is corrosion just here. And I don't ever remember it before the accident. I don't know, you kind of get the idea. Just some pits and stuff up in here. So hopefully she doesn't leak, because I did run this engine still a few times in the sedan just to try and keep it, lubricated and everything. Yeah, so I'll keep going at this and playing around, see how much better I can get it, get a better look at this, and then I've cleaned all the corrosion off of this. I get a better look at that as well, which also is quite hard to see. The perks of filming in the dark. That's alright. Well, that's kind of the best I'm going to get. Gave another crack with the wire wheel. Excuse my shadow. So yeah, tidied the sump up a bit better as well. Yeah, I'll keep working at it another day. So I'm going to film it a little different this time. Instead of just smashing everything into one day and editing and then loading it up in one day, I'll just try and keep tackling it just like this every day after work. Try not to film too much in the dark and post it all up in one video. So guess I'll see you in a couple of days. Right, so side quest. I'm in the shop at the moment, as you can see. 200s everywhere. Anyway, and I have these. So, try not to bump anything. I'm going to go throw them through the sandblaster and see how much I've got left. It sort of kind of works. Don't know, never used one of these before. But it's strong steel that's left there now, so I don't know. I'll keep having a crack with the sandblaster. If that doesn't work, got the linisher. But yeah, see what we can make of it. Alright, so I gave up with the sandblaster for now. So we got this bit. What the plan is, got some welding wire, you know, made up the, if it'll sit there, made up the angle, so to speak, of that. Took that over to these, which is an old set of extractors off of that old Hilux there, and this. So this should fit down there, sort of, kinda, right? But I'm not sure if I'm going to replace that whole piece or just cut a cap and use a cap off at the corner. I don't know. I'll look at it and figure it out. Alrighty, so a bit of playing around. We're getting there. Mind all the extra cuts. Figured if I've got to use a welder, I may as well weld them all back up. See if we can get you under here. No, not really. I'll keep tinkering with it a little bit. That might be as close as I'll get it for now. Mind the compressor. Noisy bastard. Alrighty. It's not pretty. I'm not a welder, nor will I ever say I am, so. But that's what they make grinders for, right? That end's done, but after I started trying to sort this end out, it's that thin that it just blows through it. So I might see if I can cut it off there and reuse that section from here, maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of work to, you know, fix these up, but it's free, so we're good. Alright, so we're back home now. Got the got these home, and it's time to degrease this thing so I can paint it. Sick. Back working in the dark again, but that's alright. All degreased, clean as a whistle. Just need to give this a scuff before paint, and that's good to go, just with some, you know, a bit of wax and grease remover. Yeah, tape it all back up again so no nasties get in it. Oh, and this, they're just these detailing brush kits. They're good for getting into all the little nooks and stuff, like in behind there, and, you know, all that in behind here. So that's handy. Anyway, so I'm just going to finish that up, and oh look, blood nose. Yeah, so on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Made it home a bit more time today, so I picked up a few to paint this. Over here. I forgot where I put it for a second. So yeah, I'm going to paint all this up. Just the block and the timing case stuff. I'm not going to worry about the head, it's tidy and pretty and stuff. I'll paint that, but yeah, you will see what happens with that. sick. Wipe it down with some wax and grease. Get into it. Oh, mad tip too. Squirty bottle. Go straight into grease, wax and grease remover bottle. Alright, so it's all cleaned up. I'm not going to touch it. Don't touch it, dickhead. Yeah, so I'm just going to tidy that back up so it's black. Paint it something black again. Do the block silver. Same as it was in the sedan. Now, you might be thinking, why are you spending all this time? You're just going to drift it around. Well, because I painted the engine bay like a dickhead. And now I can't put a nasty ass engine in engine bay that I wasn't going to paint anyway. So, you know, told you I get carried away. Anyway, time to paint it. Well, that was pretty shit trying to film that. One hand in the camera, one hand the paint, not paying attention to the camera. So, scrap that last lot. But it's, the black stuff's painted. So, time to wait for it to dry. Hopefully enough that I can finally mask that edge. And paint the rest silver. And trying to get the silver on the black. But, yeah. And it's shit weather. But, you know, it's good enough. Let's see if I can keep it on the... I don't know. Just film it, dickhead. Righto, so camera gave up halfway through that. Reckons I had too many videos in there. I think it's seen me painting with that off. Obviously it blew off somewhere. But shh, don't tell anybody. Anyway. Bit tidy now. Just got to tidy this up. I'll tidy all this up when I finish with the manifold. Finish the exhaust manifold, which is actually something I forgot I was going to do while I waited for the paint to dry instead of standing around like a dickhead. Oh well, you get that. Yeah, clean that up. Hurry up, finish with that. Hurry up with that. And then clean the gearbox, which is down there somewhere. There, gearbox. Clean that up, put it all together, smash him in there. Yeah. Alright, so, stop shaking, dickhead, they can't hear you. Rock covers off, all prepared, sorta, and set the paint booth. All sanded. Funny enough, I actually spent probably 6 hours trying to polish this thing when it went in a sedan. And that's probably shinier than it was. Anyway, paint. Let's see how this turns out. Hopefully good enough. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's black. Never done a black one before. But this one should cure into something cool. Some of you probably already know. I actually did this on the G16B that I converted into my Sierra. It was pretty cool. I used it as a workbench and it didn't, damage it. So very likely that's going to need to be worked on. Figured it's only fitting. Although the can is probably 6 years old, so if it doesn't do its thing, then still don't mind that. It's different to what I'm usually doing. Yeah. And I plan to sand the top of that off. Possibly. See how much of a pain in the ass it'll be. But yes. Cool. Now onto those. There. And the gearbox under there. But it's getting dark. So, see what I do. Either way, I'll see you when I'm back. Alright, back again. It's been a couple days. Time to tidy the rest of this shit up. So I'm pretty sure the last section I filmed, I welded this, well, wouldn't say weld, you know, put those together. And it's got engine mount brackets, a few other bits, pulleys and stuff. Coolant hose goes around the back of the block. And put it all on that. Yeah. So apparently I'm using a DSLR now because my phone has all the other footage from throughout the rest of the last couple of weeks I've been filming, and it's not happy about it. So I don't know, I guess I'm learning with this. Here is, sorry, got to try and hold the camera now, out at my paint booth. Everything's all ready to go. I'll try not to use this thing too much around paint because I don't want to dirty my lens up. So I might just cut to it being filmed. Well, not filmed, painted, dickhead. Alrighty, so it's all painted now. I'll put it all on the table. It's going to take a while to get used to this. Anyway, these will forgive me. So these will end up wrapped again. Yeah, time to start putting it onto this. One of the things I forgot is, if you have a look, these are different height, which means they're different. I had them marked before when I pulled them off, but you know, they're a different colour now. Yeah, more stuff to figure out. I think this is right. So we have a sharper angle this side than we do this side, and this mount is more of an angle here than this mount. So I guess I'm going to find out the hard way. Alrighty, it's all on. they're just sitting on here for the time being. I just wanted to have a look. And some of you will be like, oh, why'd you put this on? It's not timed properly. I know, I'm just excited. I just want to have a look. Still got to finish these off. These are crusty. So I'm currently talking to a mate about how I can go cleaning these up. He runs an engine, well, doesn't run it, works at an engine shop. And I'm kind of hoping I can just get them dipped or something, just completely strip them right down and dip them. But worst case, I'll just clean them up old-fashioned way and see how they end up. But yeah, really stoked with how this rocker cover come up. So the wrinkle finish ended up taking, which is good. Just got to replace a few of the rusty fellas. I'm just going to put some black button heads in there. But very happy overall. It's nearly ready to put in there, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon. Yep, I thought it. I was like, bugger it. I want to see what it looks like. I shouldn't have to come back out, because what my plan is for here is once I do the booster delete, I'm actually going to run the rear line in the through the firewall here somewhere, up in through the dash, well, other side of the firewall. I do plan to put a adjustable rear portioning valve in there, and then I'll pop back out somewhere around here, down onto the rear line. So it turns out I don't have to do any brake lines through there after all. So should be good. And the front one, which is pulled out, runs along the top here anyway, so I can get to that piece of cake. I'm just too excited to try and see that in there. Yeah. Alright, pretty happy with that. Again, still got to clean these up. Not sure what I'm going to do with the whole black theme. Now I see it all together, I was actually going to paint the manifold black, but that would have been too much, I think. So I'll just clean that up, make it all pretty again, and clean all these up. Get some heat wrap for these. I am planning to do black heat wrap on that. But yeah, looks pretty cool. So, not sure what happened, because I believe that I filmed an outro for this episode, but apparently not. So I've been, what? Hang on a minute, my brain stopped. I've been editing for a couple of hours now, and I finally got to the end, and I couldn't find the bit that I thought I filmed. So, just ducked back into the shed for a second, and yeah, hopefully this one's a little bit nicer, a little bit different, and I don't know. I guess getting used to the cannon's a little bit different as well, so it's been a bit fun. Anyway, I'll see you on the next episode. So pretty.